What is going on, guys? Snickel here, and today I have another trophy talk for you. This is going to be for the month of February 2022. And before we get started, I just want to let everybody know that when it comes to the trophy talk, I am going to be doing this as a monthly thing just because I want to be able to cover more games within the videos. So my goal is going to be to put one of these out at the first full week at the beginning of the month, which I'm not starting off strong with, but take my word that we will get there. But yeah, the goal is to put this out at the first full week of every month, the first like Monday or Tuesday of every month when it's like the full week. So if the first is on a Friday, then I'll do it the week after. If the first is on a Monday, then I'll do it on that week. So if that makes sense. But yeah, this is going to become a monthly thing just because I feel like I haven't been making too much progress in games throughout the weeks, and I don't really want to flood everybody's subscription boxes with things because I feel like if I put this video out and then I do trophy guides and then I do platinum trophy videos and I try to do another video, it's just a lot of stuff going on. So I'm kind of trying to tone it out, figure out what works. So this once a month, I'm going to try to put out one video a week that's like actual content. So how to platinum a multiplayer guide, some sort of video, and then I'm going to put in those platinum trophy videos and trophy guides throughout the week and try to slide them in there where they fit. And then this video obviously once a month. So anyway, with all of that being said and that out of the way, let's talk about what I've been playing because I've actually been playing a decent amount of stuff. I've gotten a decent amount of platinums and I've finished up a decent amount of things, I guess you could say. So, starting off, I think in the last trophy talk, I had gotten the platinum in Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PlayStation 3. So, fully finished that. Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PlayStation 3 is platinumed and 100%ed. I believe I did that because I made the video the day um after. I don't know. Anyway, if I didn't, there we go. Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PlayStation 3 is platinumed and 100%ed, which I really didn't think that I was going to be able to do, in all honesty, just because it's been a game that's been on my list basically since it came out. I bought it day one and played it day one. I had Grand Theft Auto 4 done on the PS3, which I'm praying that we get some sort of like port. Not necessarily a remake. I would love to see a port or like I guess a remaster. I don't really know if I want a definitive edition, but I would love to see Grand Theft Auto 4 come over to the PS4 or PS5. But what I was getting at was I've done Grand Theft Auto 4 on the PS3. I've done GTA 5 on the PS3. The only other Grand Theft Auto game that I have to do or that I want to do on the PlayStation 3 is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, which there is actually a version of that on the PlayStation 3. So I want to do that at some point. And then when it comes to the Grand Theft Auto franchise as a whole, with the whole definitive edition and everything that came out, I do plan on playing every single one of these games at some point because I love Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, and I will play each one of them time and time again to just enjoy it, and I'll play them on stream and everything, and it'll be a great time. With that being said, I guess I should say, if you guys haven't followed me already, I do live stream all of my platinum trophies and various other things over on Twitch when I'm playing through. Not necessarily when I'm making like trophy guides and things. I try to not stream those games until I'm done making trophy and collectible guides. But when it comes to getting the platinum and playing other games, I do play those all over on Twitch. So if you want to follow me, there's a link for that down in the description below. I try to stream over there too, maybe 3 times a week if I'm lucky, but yeah, that's linked below. But when it comes to the whole franchise, I do want to do the definitive editions. I'll probably start with the PlayStation 5 versions and then go to the PlayStation 4 versions. What's kind of pissing me off is Grand Theft Auto 3, the PS5 version is below, but then Vice City and San Andreas, the PS5 versions in between. Yeah, come on, fix that, man. What's going on with that? That looks dumb. But yeah, I do want to do the PS5 versions. I do own the definitive edition. I did buy it when it was on sale for like 20 or 30 bucks. I was waiting for it to go on sale, but I do own it, so I do want to get around to those at some point. But with a bunch of other things going on, I just have so much that I want to tackle that like doing every single game in a franchise is not really my top priority at the moment, other than possibly getting to Assassin's Creed because I've been saying that for years now. But anyway, moving on. Another thing I want to note before we move to the next game is another game that I have been playing and I have been working towards, but I haven't gotten any trophies is Dirt Rally 2.0. So in case you guys were wondering, I'm kind of at a standstill with Dirt Rally 2.0 in terms of earning trophies per se. Because I could earn the rest of these trophies and get the platinum and tidy up the platinum, but as you guys know, I like to do all the DLC before I get the platinum. So the platinum is kind of on a stand hold right or standstill, not a stand hold, a standstill. It's on a standstill right now because I am trying to finish up the DLC. Now, the other day, I haven't loaded my PlayStation 4 up, but the other day I did try to go for fire up that car again, and I was in the top tier of the daily challenge, but it wasn't the end of the challenge. So people could have beaten me and knocked me out. So I got to load that up and see if I'll end up getting that trophy, because you have to, load the game up to get it. But as for all the other trophies, they're very easy. I could get these things on stream within, one or two streams. Very easy trophies. But the trophy that I am going for that's taking me a little bit of time is the trophy flat out, which requires you to complete every scenario on the very hard difficulty. Now, I believe I talked about this trophy in a previous trophy talk, and it is quite a doozy of a trophy. And this trophy guide saying 9 out of 10, 150 hours. Not sure I would give it 150 hours. I would definitely say that this is a 9 out of 10, though. This is a difficult DLC. Out of every racing game that I think I've done, Dirt Rally 2.0, Dirt Rally 2.0 base game is nothing. It's a piece of cake. Even the other DLCs, the season DLCs, they're easy. You can give a little bit of effort and get them. This DLC, this Colin McRae DLC, has to be one of the hardest things that I've done when it comes to a racing game on any console. This ranks up there with like Gran Turismo 5. This is easily top 3 hardest DLCs or hardest thing I've ever done uh, in regards to a racing game. And it's not really that hard because it can be easy to an extent, but I'll tell you why it's a little hard. But if I'm talking about like racing games, which I don't even know if I can sort this by like racing game, but if you look over here at like my trophy cabinet per se, I have games like The Crew and Gran Turismo 5, and I have like a Dirt Rally 1 done. Actually, let's look at this through alphabetical real quick. I'm just gonna try to jog my memory to see if there's any racing game that I've done that could come close. I think Assetto Corsa could come close if I actually gave an effort, but I gave up on that game. Um, but I'm looking through. I don't really see anything. I don't really think there's any game that comes close to how difficult this game is, other than maybe like Gran Turismo 5. Even to me, the Dirt Rally 1 Platinum is a 1.6. I still think that Platinum is very easy. Dirt Rally 2.0 is even easier when it comes to the Platinum, but Dirt Rally 1 is really not that difficult. Um, but if we're going down racing games, I'm looking for just racing games right now. Gran Turismo 5 is difficult for sure. Gran Turismo 6 is not hard. I haven't done Gran Turismo Sport, so I can't put that in the rating. I don't really think I would rate that as difficult as this because that's kind of luck based on who you're playing against. I haven't done either of the grids. Still working on Grid Autosport multiplayer, which I should probably get back to at some point. Yeah, I just don't think that there's a racing game that really compares to how difficult this is. That I have on my list at least that I've done. Even like Shift 2, I wouldn't even put up to be that difficult. In all honesty, Shift 2 is I don't even think Shift 2 is that difficult of a game. Yeah, you had to do the King of the Hill trophy, but it doesn't make it difficult. Need for Speed 2015, I've heard is a bitch. The one DLC trophy I've heard is a complete bitch. Haven't gotten around to that yet, but I've heard that. I want to get around to that soon. And then Most Wanted, the DLC is a pain, but you just need people. So nothing too hard there. The run's not bad. So none of the Need for Speeds I would say rank harder than it. Maybe 2015 will one day, but at the moment no. Um, I don't think I have anything else down here. I mean, Test Drive Limited 2, I would love to get that done, but rip. Yeah, yeah, nothing else. So yeah, there really I would say this Dirt Rally 2.0 Colin McRae DLC has to be probably the second hardest thing that I've done in a racing game for sure. No doubt. And again, it's the flat out trophy, which if you're looking right here, this is literally everything that you have to do, which you're probably thinking, well, it's not that bad, Snickel. It's not that bad. Yeah, it's not that bad, but you literally have to stay focused and like memorize these tracks, and you have to get within certain times in order to make it through. And I've fully gotten through these two. So I started in the 95-98 World Championship, which is by far the hardest one. And then 99 to 2006 is, somewhat easy. Um, but the ones that get me are like these events where you have to do like 5 events. Because yes, you can restart the events, which this is one of the reasons why I think it's not the most difficult thing I've done, because there is some flexibility in it. So let's say I do the first event and I get within the time period or the time that I need to do. Like let's say I do it and like this is saying you should get between a 6:32 to a 6:45. Let's say I do it and I get a 6:32. I go on to the next one. Let's say I do the next one and I get like a 3:18 or something. And I'm like, oh, I could do better, but like you could restart just the second event and literally just keep redoing the second event until you get a time that you feel comfortable with, and then move on to the next one and do that. And there's another forum post on PSMP that has like breakdowns of like the times you should be getting. This one's kind of vague because when I was doing this one right here in Finland, I was getting within the times, but I wasn't close enough to the bottom time, and then I ended up like losing. But maybe my game was broken. I don't know, or I wasn't paying attention to one. I don't know. But generally, if you get in between these times, you're good, which is fine. It's really fine. And again, you have that flexibility to be able to restart just this event or like just this event if you get a bad time. You can work down the list. But again, if you were to get through this whole thing, if you were to do this perfectly, this one right here, you're talking like 6 minutes plus 3 minutes. So you're talking like 10 minutes, 13 minutes, 16 minutes. You're talking 20, like probably 25 minutes to get through all of this if you did it perfectly. Like if you did this absolutely perfectly, no restarts, none of that load times, probably talking 25 minutes to do this whole event. So imagine if you have to keep retrying how many times it takes. Like it's just very, very time consuming. So I'm through the 84, 89, 91, 94. So I'm all the way through here. I'm in this one right now. I'm working through it, but I've kind of gotten distracted by other games, and some of these just suck. That's what it comes down to. They just suck. Like look at this one. Like you're talking a race. You're talking a rally that takes at a minimum 9 minutes and 11 seconds. Like come on now. Imagine you race 8 minutes and you crash into a fucking tree. Like it's so it's so annoying, but like again, that's why I think this is like, got to be one of the most difficult things I've done to date with a racing game. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that as a game that I have been playing because I have been playing it behind the scenes. I just really haven't been earning trophies because I'm in that phase of trying to finish up that DLC. But I probably should hop on to see if I got that other trophy after this. But yeah, that's that. All right, up next, we have the first game that I started for my ABC backlog on the PlayStation 3, which we started with one game and now it's back on the backlog now, but we'll get back to it. We'll get back to it at some point. But it was Air Conflicts Vietnam on the PS3. I did do this multiplayer back in 2020, so I just played through the single player. Did that all on stream. Was a fun time. Easy platinum. Don't know how it's a 7.75, mainly because the multiplayer, because I think you need like 8 people or something. But um, yeah, that's a pain in the ass. But when it comes to the Air Conflicts games, I do have all the PS3 ones that I want to do, which is really just Secret Wars and Vietnam. I do have the 3 other games done, the multiplayer done. I just have to play them. So that being Secret Wars on the PS4, Pacific Carriers on the PS4, and Vietnam on the PS4. I do have all the multiplayer done for all of those. So if I wanted to, I could pop those in. I could literally get these probably done in a week and just have all the Air Conflicts games done. Not sure if I want to do that, but I could do that because that's just not Air Conflicts just isn't a top priority. The only reason it was a top priority was because it was first on the ABC order. So, but yeah, that's done. That's cool. I'm glad to have that done. Then up next, we have my first PlayStation 5 Platinum, which is Godfall. Which is funny because it's the first demastered or the only demastered game that I know of. PS5 to PS4, fuck the PS4 to PS5 upgrade. You need the PS5 to PS4 downgrade. That's what it's about. But yeah, finish this up. I think last trophy talk I was talking about this game. The only thing I had to do was the trophy ascendant, which was to reach trial 20, which we could have done before the last trophy talk, but it was what it was. So all the DLCs finished up, got the ascendant trophy, and moved on with my day. The only thing that kind of sucked about this, which I will give advice if you're going into the game because I think it was free on Plus. If you've either hopped into the game or you want to hop into the game, I would definitely pay attention to the way that the gear works because that was something that Brian and I had to grind out when we were going for this trial 20. We were gonna get carried by some people, but then I was like, fuck it. And then we ended up reworking gear, getting new weapons, upgrading the weapons. Took a little bit more of a grind than I really wanted to, but it ended up working out better for us at the end of the day because we weren't dependent on anybody else and we just did it on our own. So that was nice to get done. First PlayStation 5 Platinum, and now we're breaking into the PlayStation 5 Platinum. So let's get into it. No, but then up next we have Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which again, just a very random game that I decided to play. I was kind of in a slump back in January, early January. It was really December, January. I was in a slump. I wasn't really playing games, a little depressed. And I remember talking to Brian and Waves one day, and Brian was like, I was kind of saying, like, I don't, man, I just don't feel like playing games. I just don't like, and I've never felt that before, but I think it was just because like all I wanted to do was just lay in my bed and do nothing and mainly sleep. Um, Not because I was tired, just because I didn't feel like doing anything. And when I would play a game, I would get like super tired and just disinterested in it. So I remember Brian saying, "Well, why don't you play Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order? Why don't you play an actual good game?" Because I think I was playing a lot of shitty games at the time, and I was like, "I'll give it a try," because I love Star Wars. I've always wanted to play this game. It's a newer game. It's a good game. It's a really good game. So I ended up playing it. Really enjoyed the game. And I played through, did full collectible guides, full trophy guides. Really enjoyed it. Got my ass kicked at certain times for sure, like this Gorgia or defeating the Winged Terror on Dathomir. That was an interesting fight. The final fight was an interesting fight, but I had a lot of fun playing the game, and I had a lot of fun going back through and cleaning up all the collectibles. And I loved the game so much that while I was playing through this version, I imported a European version of the game. So I'm going to do the European stack at some point, and then I'm going to do the PS5 stack as well, and I'm just really looking forward to it because I really love the game. And for people that say they don't like those stacks, it be what it be, right? I'm not a fan of stacking, really, unless it's a game that you really enjoy. And from that point, like, what does it matter? Like, especially if it's a game where you can get it physical, I don't think it's a big deal because then you don't have to create like an EU account and buy, you know, whatever, EU PSN cards and do all that extra bullshit. Like if I can just import it and put the disc in and it reads the disc as EU, I'm cool with that. Like that's what I want to see. So I don't really care about the region stacks, and I don't, and to be fair, I don't really care about stacks in general. Like if you enjoy a game so much that you want to play it again and earn trophies, like I don't see a problem with that. As long as you're not really auto popping them, I don't see a problem. Now, obviously, some games you don't have the option. You just automatically auto pop it, and like multiplayer games and stuff like that, where maybe you want to play with your friends and you have to auto pop the trophies. Sucks, but like it happens. I'm just not a fan of like those Ratalika games and shit like that, where like it takes 5 minutes to do the game and then you're stacking it 6 times and all that. Like, yeah, I guess if you enjoyed it enough to stack it 6 times, that's cool. But like, I know damn well you're not playing the game to play the game. Like, you're playing the game to get trophies, and that's where I guess that's where the line is drawn, right? Like, if you're just playing the game to earn trophies and get numbers, that's where the issue's drawn. But if you're playing the game and you're stacking it because you actually enjoy the game that much that you want to play it again and you want to earn trophies again, I don't see a problem with that. And I would gladly do that with Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I'm going to do that with probably Republic Commando. I'm going to do that with a bunch of other games. So that's just how I feel about it. But yeah, finish that up. Great game. Then up next, we have Astros Playroom, which when I got my PS5, I put a tweet out and I said, hey, people, Twitter people, if I was to get a PlayStation 5 Platinum, if I was to get my first PlayStation 5 Platinum, what does everybody think I should get? And a majority of responses, people were saying Astro's Playroom, and I get it. I really get it. It's a great game. But if you know me, I don't like going for what everybody else does. Thus why I did Godfall. And the other game that I was going to do as my first PlayStation 5 Platinum, just as a meme, was Street Outlaws 2. But the reason I didn't do that was because I would have had to do the first game because I'm stupid like that. And also, I kind of wanted to do Godfall, and then it was just turned out to be that Godfall is like literally one of the only games that's demastered now, which just makes me laugh. It's just the story of my life, the epitome of my gaming uh, journey and trophy hunting journey, playing shitty games. So I just thought that doing Godfall was just chef's kiss. That was the perfect combination of me and PS5 Platinum. But I did do Astro's Playroom as my second platinum, and I really enjoyed the game. Honestly, I really enjoyed it. I did I did flood the sub box with collectible guides and trophy guides for everything and anything in this game, but I really enjoyed it. Did the DLC, did everything. And as I was playing through, I was like, yo, I really should go back and play some of these the PlayStation series, even though I can't do PlayStation Home. RIP. I really wish they would bring that back. I actually played that way back in the day, but I just never played it when they patched trophies in. But that's sad. But I do have like the Playroom. I do have the Playroom VR. I do have PlayStation VR Worlds. I do have Astrobot Rescue. Like I have every single game on here. I don't even know if you can do PlayStation VR Worlds anymore. Can you? Oh shit, you can. I thought something in this game went down and you couldn't do it. Yeah, isn't it something with the leaderboards? Oh, they fixed it. Cool. So maybe I'll do this. Because I do have PlayStation VR Worlds, and I kind of wanted to do it just for shits and giggles, and it kind of looks like a cool game. But yeah, yeah, I do own all these games. I want to do them. Like I should really do the Playroom. I never did the Playroom, but I really should do it. I have all the DLC for it and everything. But maybe at some point we'll work through this franchise and get this done. But really enjoyed Asher's Playroom. Like I truly enjoyed Asher's Playroom. I think that the Astrobot, I believe that's what he's called, the Astrobot. He's a cool little he's a cool little mascot. I don't think he gets the respect that he deserves. He deserves more. So put some respect on his name. But I do own all these other games, so at some point maybe I'll get around to him. Doing the Welcome Park, I remember doing that. Whew, whew. Back in 2017, I played this game for like a second, and then I was like, "Fuck this!" And then in 2015, I earned trophies. And what the hell? Why was I playing? Why the hell was I playing Welcome Park at 3:17 in the morning? Like, what was I doing with my life? The hell? But yeah, I went back and finished that up. But yeah, I'm actually intrigued now because PlayStation VR Worlds went down for a little bit, but apparently it's back up, and that's what I like to see. But yeah, I should really look through all these, do them because they're honestly the platinum and 100% for them are kind of. I mean, I guess Astro's Playroom's the only one that's low, but yeah, really enjoyed the game. I'll leave it at that. If you haven't played it, I mean, I'm sure everyone's played it who has a PS5. It's free, but you should. Then up next, we have another game. I got another platinum. What the hell have I been up to? I've been earning too many platinums. I've been making too much progress. But this one only took a day, sadly, or not sadly, I should say. But it was Among Us, which a lot of people didn't know this came out on PlayStation. It did come out on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. Only cost $5. But yeah, super easy game to platinum. This was just another game that we all talked about doing, and we just popped on one day and we did it. And it's really easy, honestly. You're gonna need like 7 players to do. I think you need 7 to do everything, but it is cross-platform. So if you have people that have PCs and phones and stuff like that, you can join that way, and you can get plenty more than enough people in order to do it. And if you get the max amount of people, it makes a lot of the other trophies easier. But like, it's really not worth it. I don't think so. I wouldn't stress yourself out, but you are going to have to do a lot of things like as the imposter, and then as crewmates you're going to have to do a bunch of things. But if you just look through the list and you kind of read what's going on, it's really not that bad. And again, this took us a day to get through. I think some people have been doing this in like 40. Okay, wow, you're no. I would say on average, people probably doing it around an hour, which is doable to an extent. Like you would literally have to go in. I would say to do it in an hour, you would literally have to go and do all your imposter shit, and then get all your kills with like max people, and then do your tasks, grind your tasks out by yourself. You can grind kills and tasks out by yourself. Like you can self grind them, and they really don't take that long. They take like 30 minutes to do both of those trophies. I would say 30 minutes to an hour. So you're looking at like 2 hours to get the kills and the tasks done by yourself. Probably less than that, honestly. But all this other stuff, it just takes, and it also takes getting lucky to get the imposter role. That was something that was the biggest hurdle, was just becoming the imposter. But really enjoyed the game, had a lot of fun, played it. I'm not going to be stacking this for the time being. I'm not going to be stacking this, just doing the PS5 version and leaving it at that, just because again, I have so much stuff to do. It's the last stack that I'm worried about. And if I ever want to stack it, I can go back and do it. It's not a big deal, but right now it's just not top priority for me. And then lastly, we have Horizon Forbidden West. Yes, this just came out the other day, and I have been playing it. I've really been enjoying it. I don't know how long I've been playing for. Actually, I have my PS5 right here, so let me let me go to my hold on. There is a statistics game progression. So I am 8% through the game. I just got into the Forbidden West, and I don't know. I've been playing for apparently 8 hours, but that does count time in the menus, which I do not like because I end up playing games for way longer because I literally just sit in the menus and it's stupid. But yeah, I've been playing for again, it says 8 hours. I'd probably say more like 4. I always take whatever time it says in the menus, I always cut it in half just because I know I sit in the menus for the same amount of time that I play the game. But I've really been enjoying the game. Um I just made a video for Horizon Zero Dawn, which was not planned. That wasn't the intention of me making that video was because this came out. It just I got some energy to make a video, and it was the next How to Platinum I was doing, and it just turned out that I got energy when the second game was coming out, so it just kind of worked out like that. I typically don't plan anything out like that, like anything. It's not how it works for me. But what do I think of the game so far? I'm really enjoying it. There's a lot of I shouldn't say there's a lot. There's new skills, there's new abilities, there's new things. Definitely a very fun game. But I will say the only downside to it is that which this could either be a downside to some people or a plus to others, depending what you're feeling, is it is a lot of the same from the first game. It truly is the way that the game works, the way that the game functions, which is not bad because the first game didn't function. Like, it wasn't like a bad game, obviously. It was a great game, the way that it was structured and everything. But this game is kind of structured the same way. And I really haven't gotten into like new characters. So it's hard for me to determine if like the characters are good. We've got a lot of I'm not trying to spoil anything, so let me just stop. But yeah, it's a lot of the same. So if you enjoyed the first game, you'll enjoy this one. If you didn't really enjoy the first game, you thought it was whatever, then like you're gonna think the same thing for this game. Is it visually good looking? Of course. There's a lot of very great things about it, and as I'm working through the world, I can't wait to see some of the landmarks and everything because I feel like I haven't even seen some of the coolest landmarks in the game. It's kind of what I'm looking forward to, and I'm really looking forward to the way that the plot kind of works out and everything because they ended the first one on a cliffhanger. So it's going to be interesting to kind of see what ends up happening. What they've presented so far has already kind of caught my attention. But as you know, for the first game, the first game's campaign, there was a lot of filler, obviously. And this game, again, same way. You have a lot of side activity, you have a lot of filler, you have a lot of stuff where it's like, holy shit, I just spent 2 hours and I've made no progress because I've literally been doing absolutely nothing. But that's just any open world game. That's not a this game problem or a that game problem. That's an open world game problem where you just get invested and then 3 hours go by and you feel like you're sitting in the same spot. So it be what it be. But the game isn't the as for the first one, the map isn't large to the point of being annoying or burdensome to get around like new games. I'm looking at you, Assassin's Creed. It's not anything like that, and it's been a joy to play, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm going to continue to play it. I'm going to try to get this platinum done before Elden Ring comes out because I do plan on playing Elden Ring shortly after it comes out. I'm probably not going to be playing it day one, but I will probably be playing it within the first week or two that it comes out. But I am going to be focusing on Horizon until I get the platinum. So I'm probably going to be putting trophy guides and stuff out for that. But again, really been enjoying it. And if you're wondering when it comes to doing stacks, because that's probably a question that everybody's wondering, well, are you going to do the stack at some point? Because it seems to be just a normal question that's going around the community. At some point, yes, I will probably do the stack for this game, but it probably won't be for a while. I definitely won't do it back to back, but at some point, yes, I will probably do the stack for this on the PS4, and we'll see where DLC and stuff goes. But as for what I've been playing on the PS5 right now, I've really been enjoying it, and honestly, this is kind of like my first. I guess not really, because it came out on the PS4. So I really still haven't played a true honest. I mean, Astros kind of is, but like it's really a tech demo. So I really haven't played a true honest next gen game yet. Everything that I've played has either come out on the PS4 and the PS5, or it's Astros, which to me is just a tech demo. I wouldn't say it blew me away in any way of the way that it, looked or anything. Definitely showed off a lot of features of the PS5, but it wasn't visually blowing me away at the end of the day. And as you know, Godfall should have been a PS5 game, but I've said it time and time again, it's a demaster, so it's not it's not a next gen exclusive game. But I again really been enjoying Horizon. I'm going to be playing it until I get it done. I did the same thing for the first game. I played the shit out of the first one. I believe I think I played it and platinumed it. Um, I didn't. It took me a while. I don't know if I put it down. I was definitely playing like Destiny and stuff at the time, or Destiny 2, but um the platinum took me a month and three, so 2 months, which is definitely like way too long. Should not have taken that long. But um for Forbidden West, I'm definitely gonna try to get it done within like 2 weeks or so. We'll see how long it takes. But again, really been enjoying the game, and yeah, I'm just enjoying it. I'm just chilling. I'm doing my thing, and I'm enjoying it. It's probably gonna be the only game that I play honestly, and I'll probably be playing it a lot on stream just because I'm not anticipating making too many guides for it. I know there's been guides being thrown around of people showing like how to get through cauldrons and shit, and uh, to me, I just feel like making guides for stuff that's like on the map is not worth making guides for. Like I'll make guides for things where it's like you don't know where it is. But to an extent, there are things that like I do want to make guides for, like tall necks and stuff. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I remember making tall neck guides for the first one, so maybe I'll make cauldron guides. I don't know. I'm not really sweating about anything, but I am just really enjoying the game and having fun, and it's been a blast. But anyway, that's what I've been playing in January. What do I plan on playing in February, even though we're at the end of the month here? Again, I'm probably just going to be playing Horizon, honestly. Elden Ring comes out at the end of the month. I do again plan on playing that within the first few weeks of it coming out, but I won't be playing that until I finish Horizon. So my main focus is Horizon. I'm going to hop on Dirt Rally 2.0 after I finish this video to see if I got or finished in my top tier. And then from there, we'll have to see what happens. But it's going to be Horizon, Elden Ring, probably. I'm going to be focusing on both of those games, exclusively. And then after that, probably getting back into that PS3 backlog and doing various other games because there's a few games that I want to do some multiplayer for and things like that. But yeah, probably be digging pretty hard into that ABC backlog on the PlayStation 3 because I've been talking about that for a while, but I haven't really been tackling it because I've been slacking a little bit on that. So, if you guys have any questions or comments, be sure to leave those down below. I will try to respond to them probably via comments and not via video, just because I don't know if I'm going to do that anymore. But yeah, if you want to leave any questions or comments, you can leave them down below. Down in the description below, you can find links to all types of stuff, my Twitter, my Twitch, other videos like this, platinum trophy videos, just anything at all. If you want to go follow me on any of that stuff, would greatly appreciate it. Again, I do live stream all my platinum trophies and a bunch of other things over on Twitch when I'm playing through. So if you want to see the good and the bad, it's over there, and we can chat over there, and we can have a grand old time if you want to. I don't know if that's what the kids say nowadays. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like. If you've made it this far and you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing for more trophy content like this. And I hope to see you all around sometime soon.